Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk the Talk. I can't wait to see what's going on here. But we are going to have a lot of fun. See what's going on here. But and why we're having a lot of fun. If you're watching this, hey Alexis, nice to see you. We're going to talk about a lot of things, especially the end times. If you know, hey Alexis, nice to see you. Sorry, we're going. If you are here and you're watching, say hey in the comments, just like Alexis did. Alexis, nice to meet you. We are going to dip into the end times today. If any of y'all know anything about the end times, we are talking biblically. We're talking about the book of Revelations, Ezekiel, Thunder, and all that. But there's one thing I discovered when I was talking to somebody, and that was with every reaction, there's equal and opposite reaction. That is famous by Isaac Newton. What I want to compare is that some of that is kind of true on the Bible too. And if you don't know what I mean, you can go ahead, type in the comments, and ask me questions throughout the whole thing. But as we start, we're going to start with exactly what I mean. So if we go back to the New Testament in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Gospel, we see that Jesus Christ died on the cross and rose again 3 days later. You go in opposite reaction, good. For everything that is good, also something evil will happen. It has been proven, it has been shown. If you disagree, let me know. I'm not gonna. You want to give me a good debate? I'm willing to debate you. No issue there. But think about it. Jesus Christ died 3 days, rose again. We know in the book of Revelations, Antichrist is supposed to die and raise again 3 days later. Again, for every equal reaction, there's opposite and equal reaction. Good against bad. But here's the bigger thing. If we get down to it, in the book, in the New Testament, in the Old Testament, we see Gentiles are getting saved more. Then we go to Revelations and we see the opposite happening. We're seeing Jews get more saved. We're seeing prophecy unfold right in front of our eyes. And if y'all see that, it's amazing. If y'all don't, that's also okay. Here's the thing about it. Every reaction has some sort of opposite and equal reaction. We're seeing Gentiles get saved now. We're going to see Jews get saved in tribulation. Like, that blows my mind. Like, how can one thing equal the other and have the opposite reaction? And that man of God who was in science, Isaac Newton, do that? That is crazy. And tell me if I'm wrong, but something like that cannot go unseen or unnoticed. Am I right? I hope I am. But if I'm not, that's okay. But the thing along with it is that we can see multiple things happen now through the prophecy of the end times. We're seeing nations go against Israel. We're seeing armies getting ready. And we're seeing the world change in front of our whole entire eyes, getting worse and worse and more evil. But the light is also shining more and more and more. Can I get an amen, somebody? Larry, we're shining bright. We're doing what we need to do, and we're going to keep doing it. There's revivals breaking out in colleges. There are multiple revivals going out. Our generation is getting more and more in tune with God. Could this be the last great revival before the end time happens? I don't know. Do I think it's great that young men and young women are turning to God? Definitely. But we cannot ignore the signs. The end times is here. We're living in it. We need to be prepared for it. We don't know the time and the hour. It comes like a twinkle in the eye. We got to be ready, brothers and sisters. On top of that, with all these reactions, we are thinking this through one after another. Jesus Christ dies 3 days, raises again. The Antichrist is supposed to do it again. John was the one that said, "Behold, there is God," when he baptized Jesus Christ in the river. There's going to be a false prophet that's going to raise up the Antichrist. There's followers of Christ. There's going to be followers of Antichrist. Here's the best part in the Revelations that is the closest opposite and equal reaction. There will be the seal of believers, and there will be the mark of the beast. That is so parallel yet in the same exact book. The 144,000 Jews will be sealed. Every believer in Christ will be sealed. I'm not saying that this is exactly what's going to happen. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But I do know that it's no coincidence that a man of God said for every reaction there is equal and opposite reaction. There is no non-coincidence about what he said, because I was looking deep into it, and you can look deep into it yourself if you do not believe me. You will see the reaction and the opposite and equal reaction. For every reaction is good, there is evil. It's an ongoing battle. It's always been an ongoing battle. It's always been an ongoing battle between good and evil. So everything for one good thing is a bad thing. Hey, Kira 4606. The topic is end times. We're talking about the prophecy of Revelations. And yeah, so the topic is end times. We're talking about the law of Isaac Newton. For every single reaction, there's opposite and equal reaction. And I found that a lot. I know it's you, Kiki. For every opposite and equal reaction, there is what Isaac Newton said for the laws of physics. But I also matched it with the Bible. Indulge me for a second with this. Jesus Christ died on the cross, and in 3 days he was raised again later. Now, if you look in the book of Revelations, I've been saying this for a few times. I don't know what's up with the drag. But with the thing is, if we look in Revelations, Kiki, the Antichrist is supposed to die and then raise and become alive again 3 days later. We go further into that. That's when Satan is supposed to do well with them in it, and that's supposedly when the second half of the tribulation starts. Where it's 7 years. Hi, Christian Watson, Sun Lover. Hi, nice to meet you too. So, with that being said, that's an equal reaction. Now we also know that John. Oh, hey, Megan. Don't know where your brother's at, but hey, and yeah. Hi. Yeah. So with that, we also know that John the Baptist was the prophet before he baptized Christ. But we also know there's going to be a false prophet that's going to raise up the Antichrist. Here's the thing. The enemy is a mimic. Hi, Robert. What's my take on Mellow Yellow? You know that. You know what the take on Mellow Yellow is. You know I drink it a lot. You know I drink any variant of Mellow Yellow, Mountain Dew, all that. And yes, I know it's bad for my health. Yes, water is wet. It's H2O. It's two hydrogen and oxygen. Two hydrogen molecules, one oxygen molecule. Yes, it's a chemical wet compound. No, hot dog is not a sandwich. No. At least in my opinion, hot dog is not a sandwich. Okay, I got you, Christian. Oh my goodness, you all crazy. I don't know. That's a good question, Robert. See, somebody does think it's not a sandwich, too. But we're getting off topic. Okay, the topic is end times, right? Ah, good one. You should know about rain, I guess. Give you relationship advice. Okay, yeah, we can totally change this topic if that's what you want. What is your question when it comes to relationship advice? We're waiting for the question. Um, it depends. What are my words of wisdom are? Okay. Yo, it'll be hard. It'll be hard to go through things. You guys know about my past. You know about what's going on with me right now. I know, Robert. I don't do them. I don't even. My family has a bad case of them. Like when they had it, I got a lot of my medical issues through it, and I wish not to do that to anyone. Um, back to your relationship advice, Kiki. The best part about that is if they really love you, they'll go to any amount of anything to do anything financially, emotionally, mentally. They will give you their all for you. They'll show you the love and compassion, and you'll feel it too. You'll know the moment they give you your all, the more likely you'll know. That's one thing that's hard with me is that I give my all, but I never receive it back. And it's hard. It's really hard. I've been through a lot like that. It's not easy with that at all. But the best thing is you also have to be understanding to a point, and you have to listen even when you don't want to. That's the hardest part with communication. You can talk and you guys can communicate that way, but when you no, we've been broke up for quite a few weeks. No, we're still friends as of what we know. Yeah, we're friends. That's a whole nother story that I can tell you at work. That is true, G. That is totally true. I do have a new girlfriend. Um, I just needed some time to think things over. To be honest, Kiki, um, it was hard. It was definitely hard to yeah, it was hard, but there were things that I needed to get done with. But yeah, it was hard. Definitely hard for that. Yeah. And yes, I do have a new girlfriend. She lives in Southgate, Michigan currently. So we are doing long distance. Um, we're taking things slow. So that's that. Uh, I can't quite tell what that emoji is, Robert, but I'm going to think it's some sort of type of funny emoji. So I'm just going to go with that. Um, but relationship wise, yeah, you have to see when somebody's giving them their all. But here's the thing, they can give you their all, but you have to give all of yourself as well. If you don't give your all, but they give you all theirs, then what would happen? And the question is simple, it won't work. It won't work because they're going to give you their all, and they will keep giving you their all. But if you never give them your all, then I don't know what would happen. But I do know it would hurt the person that gave them their all because they tried everything they could and chase you down to show you how much they love you. And I had that happen to me multiple times. It's not fun. As far as you returning and giving you giving your own all, That you have to figure out in what way you do. I hope so. I hope I do, but I unfortunately kind of gave up on it. I tried too many times and I just keep getting rejected. So I'm going to keep trying, but who knows what's going to happen because I want to. It's definitely a thing I would definitely want. Um, but I also want what's best for the company. If that's not putting me in that position, then I understand completely. I will give them what they want in the situation. If they want me to stay a team member, that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to make sure I put the company first before I put myself first. All I can do is apply and see what happens. Yeah. But nice to see you, Fence Sniffer. Thank you. I have no idea. That's a good question. Who are you, Fence Sniffer? I don't know who that is. I wish I could tell you. Uh, yeah, I don't know who it is. Um, I wish I could tell you, but I can't. What games I play on Xbox? Besides me telling you that I play Fortnite on Xbox, I play quite a few other games. I play well, first I play Destiny 2. I play that. I play Madden 25, College Football 25. Oh, it's Malachi. Yes, I do play Destiny 2. I definitely do play Destiny 2. You guys don't even know. Maybe I'll do a stream on Twitch at some point. Show proof. I can't show you proof. Well, actually, I could. I could actually show you proof. That's what you want. Okay. Hold on. You guys want proof? Excuse the house. It's a little bit messy. At least more messy than I want it to be. I also play Minecraft. If you don't know, you guys gotta tell me if you can see. You want a tour of my apartment? Okay. So you want a tour of my apartment? I don't know if you can see it, but the fifth one is Destiny. Jeez Louise, I have to carry everything to give you all a tour of my apartment. Hold on. Gotta get all these. Oh no, Bugs cut out. Can you guys hear me? I'm guessing you guys can hear me now. I'm sorry, my box just went up 5 seconds ago. Yeah, we can pretty much see everything. You can see the doorway. I'm holding like 5 different things right now. I am not doing that. That's way beyond. So hallway light. I'm walking backwards, so I'm using the camera as my visual right now. Got the bathroom. It's kind of pitch black in there. And who's Squid Syrup? Review Rick and Morty, really? It's my bedroom. Very messy, so I'm not going to show you guys exactly inside it. And I have my kitchen. That's fridge number 1. And I have fridge number 2 back there. Ignore the cat meowing. Yeah. So that's. I don't have a cat. I'm babysitting my mom's cat because they're doing something. So I'm just sitting my mom's cat for a while. Manawa is my best friend. Cook something real quick. Yeah, Malachi, I told you if you were going to be here for the live stream in person, I would have cooked you dinner. I told you that. That's why I tried to get you and Marcus on there. Manawa is my best friend, Kiki. And Ronnie, nice for you to join us. When's my next song coming out? That's a good one. Okay, yes, I know your comic name is Miguel. We get it. I remember that. I'm Carlos. You're Miguel. I know you got school tomorrow. I tried to get you over here earlier. That's why I asked what time you wanted to be here. Keychain. That's doable. I got one mic, but that's doable. Am I working on more music, Ryan? How about this? If you and me, Ronnie, do a live stream and you come over, I'll personally do it, make music while I'm doing the live stream. I will literally do it on my next live stream. I don't do that. You know I don't do that. I can't do it. You know I can't do it. That's a very weird question. Um, I would say like an apartment, like any apartment would smell. That's what I would answer to that question. I can't do a death metal scream. You know that, Ronnie. Um, but no, if you guys want to have me do a live beat for this live stream, for the next live stream, not this live stream, but the next one, what's my favorite food? Tacos. Tacos all the way. I make killable tacos. I know how to make very good tacos. My mama taught me, and I know how to make tacos. I have no idea what that emoji is. I'm not going to guess it either. Yes, my tacos are good. I'm the one that cooked them. When I had people over, they said it's good, so I'm going to assume it's good. Maybe they're just being nice, but I cook pretty good food. I made a couple grilled cheeses earlier today, so they were pretty good actually. I'm not gonna lie. But if you want me to do a live beat, I don't do sushi. I don't do sushi at all. So I would not buy you sushi, Kiki. I'm sorry about that one. I bet Robert would. Who is High Talk Guys 3097 that wants me to make a freestyle? Robert, no, I won't take you out to dinner, but I'll make a deal. If you and Kiki come over on a live stream on a Sunday, we set one up. I'll make you dinner. I'll make you both dinner. Okay, before I do a freestyle beat, which I'll connect my phone to make one. Who is High Talk Guys 3097? Please let me know who you are, where I know you from, at least. Freestyle. Kiki, I will take your bet on that you'll be there with Robert. Just let me know. You've heard my music, so either you got a. It's Brian. Ah, okay. It's Brian. Okay. Hi, Brian. That is weird. Some of y'all don't want to like be on my live stream, but you'll be on my live chat. It's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. But no, if you want me to do a freestyle, I can do a freestyle. Let me hook up the aux cord. You might hear a little buzzing sound. You might hear a little buzzing sound, but I have to get the app downloaded. I'll even share some projects with you guys that are going on. How about that? Okay, so obviously, High Talk Guy is not Brian. Hi Talk Guy. Can you tell me where you listen to my music from? When I get this set up. YouTube, of course. Okay. So who are you then? Robert, I wish I could believe you, but Robert, I don't think he would be doing it this bad. So honestly, that is not Brian unless he really is Brian. He would tell me. He's my best guy. You're gonna have to excuse my friend. He's a little bit on the crazy side. Okay, if you confirm that's Brian, then I'm gonna believe it's Brian. For a sec first. Do a guitar review? Why would I do a guitar review? You know I only have 2 acoustic guitars. You'll be first in line. Okay. I have no idea who High Wolf is, but I am really. Yeah, I have 2 acoustic guitars. I tune one to a bass, except I got to retune them and everything. But I want to know who High Talk Guy is because I'm really liking this dude. Squid Syrup is you're my biggest fan. Okay. I love that. I wish I knew who you were, but I love that you're my biggest fan. Sorry if I'm out of the picture for a second. I'm plugging in my computer. Do a live version of Gone. Ronnie, you know I did that out of pure emotions, so I cannot do that. When is new music coming out? That's a good question. A free concert. Well, how about this? I'll play you guys all my projects that are going on or projects that have turned into songs. You tell me what you guys think of it, okay? I wish I could go on tour. I really wish I could. So you're going to hear one of them. And this one is no songs have been made on, okay? This one has been recent, mostly recent. You'll drive me for my tour. You're not kidding, Ronnie. If Ronnie is not kidding, I will set up a tour. I'm not lying. If Ronnie's not kidding, I will set up a tour. But here's one beat. All right. You'll make merch too. Okay. So as you guys are listening in the background, you probably can hear mostly my voice. You can't hear anything. You're telling me you can't hear any background music whatsoever. What about now? You can hear it now. Okay. Okay, let's restart it then. Honestly, my box was messing up. Nice to see you, Mad Dog. At least tell me where you know me from. Well, not specifically. You don't have to tell me specifically. But this is the newest beat that I have made, something I'm definitely working with. So if you want to hear this beat in a song, I want you to comment tour. And if you comment tour, okay. If you comment tour and you want to hear this beat as a song, I will personally set up a live stream, a personal live stream concert. So that's that one. That's the one I'm working on right now, and I see multiple tours. So I'm going to break down to how many there is. So there is 4 different. You couldn't hear it. Put the mic towards it. Okay. I actually can take it off. That was not supposed to happen. I'll have to fix that later. But no, it's plugged into my box, so you should be able to hear it straight out. Let's see if I can reverse it back to where it starts. Can you hear it now or no? Yes, I made it through multiple loops. So the app that I use has multiple loops. And the way I use it, I use multiple loops, but there's also tracks within the set. Thank you, Robert. There's actually multiple sets of regular songs. I also can use different backing vocals. So for one, I do have backing vocals that I didn't record personally. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see. I think this is the one. This could be the one that might have been it. That's also another beat that I came across recently. That's the one with the backing vocals. What is it, Z-Mad? I'm really... Sound like what? How did I make my voice sound like what, Ronnie? Oh, those were loops. Those were not my vocals. Those were not my physical vocals. Okay, now I'm wondering if Z Mad Dog is Charlie. Which would make sense. Can we play 21 questions? That is a very good question. Hold on. Maybe so. With a backing piccolo. Okay. That's actually not a bad idea. I do not hate that idea. Who, yes or no? I don't know. I'll let the chat decide on that one. There's 7 of y'all, so I'll let the chat decide on that one. If you think that we should, yes, I will sign autographs on my tour. If we do 21 questions, then you guys have to ask me the questions because I'm not asking any questions because I want to see where you guys think of what I should take. But you guys wanted to find out how the song Gone was made, right? So, Kiki, you want to do 21 questions? Okay. Yes, I do. I have 2 people in the chat, at least 3 that can verify that. If they're smart enough, which I know they are. So, but while you're asking me questions, we literally have the track that I used to make the song Gone. That's a little treat to the backing track. If you want that just as an instrumental, I will post it. That was literally just the backing track of the song. Yes, I did. And I'm starting to think, okay, that was only the first start of it. But yes, to the one that I definitely believe is Charlie now, at least Charlie or Hayden, because there's very few people that know about that. I know. Okay, so it is Charlie. I assumed the much. I assumed that very much. But yeah, I know it looks like I'm doing into that metal thing. It's just not true. I'm holding the mic. But yeah. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did meet the girl that got in a car crash with me that was driving on Xbox. Yep, you got 19 more questions. Any of you guys can ask the questions. It doesn't have to be one person specifically. Any of y'all can ask a question. No, it's just you. Charlie, you can ask as much questions as you want. I'm not really caring, bro. But you all said tour, so okay. You can just say the next question. You don't have to say next question. But I will do a tour, and Ronnie, I will take that as you being a driver. Okay, so it's not Charlie. No, I don't eat on the clock. That's against the handbook. Have you not read the handbook? No, I did not eat on the clock. Name one time you see me do it and where exactly and describe a full picture. Where I work at CFA, Chick-fil-A. I did not eat a large Mac in a walk-in. Pure going to get kidnapped. Kiki, I know how to defend myself. I may not look like it, but I do. I'm going to leave that one unanswered because that one's getting a little bit creepy. I did not eat a 30 count in a dish pit. Yes, I did not eat a 30 count in a dish pit. I didn't say I wasn't going on a diet. I'm literally on a caffeine-free diet right now. I just cheated a few times with Mello Yellow. Okay. Anyway. Yes or no? I'm not giving you an answer on that one. The reason why I'm not giving you an answer on that one is because that one is specifically not going to happen unless you tell me exactly who you are. That is not going to happen. Robert, I don't know what game over is for. Well, obviously, there's your answer. What's your guys' next question? That would be surprisingly, I don't know. As far as I know, she hasn't said anything. Yes and yes. I'm still working on the second part of that one, Mad Dog, but I am trying my best to do the first part. And yes, to High Talk Guy, I do regret that in full force. I really wish I didn't do that. A lot of it's been hurtful. It definitely has been hurtful to me, and it definitely has been hurtful to the person. Um, how do I work out? Mainly push-ups. I love to do push-ups. Um, Kiki, I would tell you that in a personal chat on that one because you would probably be surprised on who. Robert, I don't know what that means. Ronnie, you know I don't drink water. And I don't know what do you mean by the naughty list, but yes, if that's what I think it means. Why don't I drink water? Funny story actually. I used to drink water when I was young, and that was everything that I would ever drink. And then I started getting into pop, coffee, stuff like that. And I started like inching my way from water. I started drinking a lot enough though that I started disliking water, which I know sounds very weird, but it's true. Actually, I live off of caffeine free Diet Coke, Mountain Dew, and Mellow Yellow. But no, lately I've been eating. What's my address? That has gone too far. That is a too far question. If you want to come over, just text me on Slack and we'll talk about it. Or you can steal my personal phone. That I'm not answering. Kiki, you know that is a dangerous question to ask. I would literally give you fake numbers just so you couldn't do that. Okay, cat. I'm I'm not giving you my credit card number. What's my mother's name? What do you like to know? I know you want sushi, but what's um what's my zip code? Robert, you live in the same one. Yes, and squid syrup? That sounds like a weird question. I'm gonna regret probably saying yes to that one. Actually, fun fact, Emily Brovat and my oldest sister were childhood friends. So yeah, I kinda have ties to Emily Brovat in a way. Yes, I do know what a zip code is. I was really ticked off that day, and I was not wanting to hurt anybody by any means once I finally realized what I did. Uh, what is a zip code? It's also an area code, Robert. It helps you with postal and everything else. It's also a way the government can track you down. Oh, there you are. Would I ever get a sugar mama? No. I want true love. I don't want somebody who's just wants to take advantage of me. I believe in 50-50 when it comes to relationship. You get every time you give love, you also attract love. Okay. And every time that you do something for somebody else, S S chat S chat out. Ronnie, please explain. That is one very scientific word that I'm not used to, or no. Oh, the end times. Okay, yeah. So I can definitely get back to the topic that was actually supposed to be about this podcast. So, Ronnie, do you know the rule of Isaac Newton? For every single reaction, there is an equal and opposite reaction. If you all have not heard about this, I will be kind of disappointed. So, if you have heard about it, say yes. Okay, so yes, you have heard of it, Ronnie. So enlighten me. Um, in the book of gospel, Jesus Christ dies, and the 3 days later get raised up again, right? You can say yes or no to that one. If you know the Bible enough, you know what the answer is. I already know what the answer is. Question 6: Is it true? Lost $100 from stocks. Never invested in stocks. I did lose $100 on a bet though. Okay, so with that as well. So the every good thing, there's also a bad thing, and I forgot who said that, but for we have an ongoing spiritual battle against between good and bad, and so for every good thing, there's always a bad thing. So it kind of ties up with that Isaac Newton. For every single reaction, there's opposite and equal reaction. Of course, we already know who won all the battles, who's going to win completely. On top of that, but if you enlighten me, we go over the Revelations and we see the Antichrist will die and he will raise up 3 days again later. And I will answer that question in a second. And we know that Satan will dwell within him. I am not built like a cow. And as we talk about that, though, he raises up 3 days later again, just like the same way Jesus Christ did. So for every single reaction, there's opposite equal reaction. So with that, Ronnie, that's when I started putting connection together. John the Baptist was the prophet that spoke about Jesus right before Jesus came to get baptized by him. John the Baptist, of course. And then if we go into the end times, we see there's going to be a false prophet that's going to raise up the name of the Antichrist. But here's the closest opposite and equal. For every equal reaction, there's opposite and equal reaction. And for that, we can look at it straight from Revelations. Now I'm wondering who High Talk Guys is, and I will answer that question in a second. But for the closest end time for every reaction, there's opposite and equal reaction, is that you will see in Revelations it talks about two marks: the mark of the beast and the mark of the believer. And that's like best example of good and evil for every reaction. There's opposite and equal reaction. That you got the mark of the beast, which is evil, right? Well, like I said, I will answer that question in a second. Change the topic before you lose viewers. Okay, so back to answering the questions. I did not answer question 7, I think. Yeah, question 7. Yes, it was true. I had 2 girlfriends at one time. I do not like to admit it, but I definitely did make a big mistake there. And yes, I did cheat on my first girlfriend emotionally. And I will not say the person that I cheated on or the person um why did I cheat? It was getting emotionally, it was getting stale. I'm not gonna lie. After a full year, it was getting pretty stale. Our conversations were stale, everything was just going south at that point. And I thought so too at the time. I really did. I was really trying to convince myself that's what was going to happen. She did love Stitch. I probably spent over $500 on Stitch stuff. I'm not gonna lie, she did. Will I show you the cat I have? Um, she's currently not in the room at the moment, and I don't feel like moving all this stuff again. And yes, Kiki, I know she loves Stitch. I probably spent over $500 worth of Stitch stuff for her specifically. But no, I emotionally cheated on her because I had somebody else that I liked, and I didn't really know how to go about it. And now that I do know how to go about it, that's not going to happen again. Who is Chef Breezy? I am working on taking care of myself. So even though I have a current girlfriend, me and her are going through a healing process right now. She's helping me heal myself, so that way I can get into a healthy relationship with her and everything. Okay, so High Talk Guy obviously knows who Brian is, which makes me more and more suspicious of who it is, but it also makes me think it is who I think it is. Your FaceTime girlfriend? What do you mean FaceTime your FaceTime girlfriend? Who do I think is who? Because there's like three of y'all. I'm thinking about who I think it is. I'll name drop everyone. Go for it. I will gladly watch you go for it. Because yeah. Okay, so yep, you know my name, of course. Okay, you can name drop everyone too. Okay, yep, I definitely know who Z Mad Dog is because he just exposed himself. So Z Mad Dog is Charlie. I don't know if I'll own a Chick-fil-A. Somebody asked me that recently too, and they encouraged me to do it. So I'm really thinking about it. And yes, I did meet my girlfriend on a dating app, and yes, I did not know it was for kids until Charlie told me. And that's a little concerning, but legally I know how old my girlfriend is, and she knows legally how old I am. So there's nothing to worry about there. And High Talk Guy, you want to expose everyone? Go ahead. She's 19. How do I know she's not lying? Because she lives in Southgate. She lives in Michigan. And I know where she lives at. Expose everyone. I don't know exactly who everyone is. I can give you my best guess, though. Well, Kiki, it's about trust, too. You got to trust in a relationship. I trust her as much as she trusts me. She told me a lot of her deep secrets I'm not going to share. Yeah, but I know the exact address and I'm not giving you it. And she also knows my deep secrets as well. So you got to put that trust in Kiki. If you can't tell your boyfriend or significant other your deepest secrets, then how open are you and how open is he? Um, I respect you, Kiki. I really do. But as much as I've been at work for a year, over a year now, probably a year and 3 months or a year and four, I'm still not that close personally to any of y'all besides Ronnie and Brian, who are the only two that I would share it with. If it came down to the point where they asked me specifically and they wanted to ask me, I would definitely tell them everything because they are the two that I definitely am very close to. They both help me beyond means, like way beyond means. I didn't say we're not close. Is we are close, but there's a certain level of closeness that you have to know about my stuff like that. Robert, you and I are close. Hola, Joshua. And yes, we're close to extent, Kiki. We are. But there has to be, so there's a coworker extent, there's a family extent, and then there's a very tight brother and sister extent. Kiki with you is a family one. With Robert is also a family one. With Brian and Ronnie, it's that brother relationship, and we have that brother relationship. Would I want a brother sister relationship with you? Yeah. I don't know how to respond to that. I'm not gonna lie. You had me stumped for a second. I don't know how I would respond to that. Well, no, Kiki, I would definitely like to have that brother and sister relationship if we can build up to it. Eventually, I will get to the point where I will tell you very special, important things to me. Mono is Canadian. Um, Zim and Dog. Yeah, we definitely know it's Charlie. X arm is Marcus. Okay, that one I did not come forward. Squid I oh and okay, yeah, that one I wasn't looking at. Ronnie and Kiki, yep. Metric is Josh below. I didn't even know he could find my channel. And yep, Chef Breezer is Brian. I assume X-Charm is Robert. So maybe High Talk Guys is you're not just below. And Mono Watt is not Canadian, by the way. Anyway, if High Talk Guys is trying to expose everybody, oh, so basically anybody who says I'm not is definitely is. So obviously you're Marcus. That's a lie. Brian, you're laughing, so you're definitely Brian. I am not Josh Below. I'm gonna say you are. My name is not Owen. Definitely Owen. Oh, bro. Is it really you, Josh, with La Rochelle? Yeah. Dang. I'm guessing you found it off Slack. I don't know who that is. That's a very good question. I wish I knew. Too bad somebody can't pull somebody's IP address. I know that's very illegal, so I advise you not to do it right away. Okay, so somebody who either is a stalker or definitely knows our location of town, definitely knows where we work. So I'm going to assume it's somebody who knows us. Yeah. It just keeps getting funnier and funnier. Yeah, and I live in Texas. You're all crazy. And I know I have nobody friends from Utah, so that is definitely a thing I could definitely know. Unless I don't know squid syrup at all. So we'll see about that. Um, we were doing 20 more questions, and all of a sudden the questions stopped. You have a cousin who lives in Michigan. Care to name drop and give them a governmental name? They sent me your rap song. What's up? I'm not buying you sushi. I don't live in either. What makes you think I live in Armandale? What's the last time When is your birthday, Kiki? Whoever Chef Breezy is, if you want pizza, the best pizza I recommend is Pizza Sans. Yeah, I do. Wait a minute. How do you know that? Your birthday is February 13th? Okay, Ronnie. You have your sources. Okay. Well, let's just say if you try to drop by in the middle of the night, I can't promise you'll be waking up pretty much after that because I hate people that go like that. Okay, yes. Wait, what? Okay, your birthday is February 13th. All right, maybe for your birthday, I'll buy you sushi. Favorite piece of topping? Yes, that is my birthday, October 14th, 2006. I was born before the Bronson Hospital was built. I was there on the hospital that was there before. My favorite pizza toppings. It depends what kind of pizza. I'm not gonna lie. If we're talking about like a stuffed crust pizza, I would definitely go Hawaiian on that. If we're going normal pizza, meat lovers all the way. And if we're doing thin crust, pepperoni. Ask us what? Does pineapple belong on pizza? Yeah, that's what's on a Hawaiian pizza. Pineapple and ham. I don't remember what else is on it, but I know it's pineapple and ham. Oh, what is your favorite pizza topping? If you tell me what your favorite pizza topping is, and if it's one of the pizza toppings that I like, I will literally click a heart on the live chat. And Chef Breezy, you have a poster of me. What the heck? See, Mad Dog, I don't even know who you are. For goodness sakes. You can't see the beard. Why do you like my beard? That's like the most craziest request I ever got, in my opinion. See, Mad Dog, you tell me exactly who you are, and then I'll think about you. I'll think about you moving in. Who still loves me? You guys are giving me a lot of questions. High talks. Okay. Y'all drive me crazy. Put up a peace sign if you are safe. Yeah. There's only one person that ever drove to my house besides my parents. Well, no, two people that drove to my house besides my parents that work at where I work. What did that Xbox notification say? Good question. Probably just somebody texted me. Somebody saying hi. That's who it was. That was who it was. Somebody was saying hi. Yes, I know it's an apartment. I actually got actually somebody was interested to see if there was an apartment actually open here, and I talked to them about it. So maybe they're in the chat. My question is for you guys. Do you think I should go back to my ponytail? If you were at my work, you know I had a ponytail when I first started. And if you like that, I will definitely grow my hair, keep my hair growing out. If not, I plan on getting my haircut. All right, I got one no, I got one yes. There's 9 people here. Okay, we got 2 no's, one yes. So far, no is winning. It's a little poultry. Hey, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. So we got 2 no's, one yes. Are we going with that, or is everybody else in the chat not going to comment? Okay, so we got 3 no's, one yes. So we have to have 5 no's or 5 yeses for majority. And so far, no seems to be winning. Make the integrate. What? Do a ponytail down to my ankles? No. Or a mohawk? I once did that younger for Halloween. I'm not gonna lie. I once did that when I was younger for Halloween. I get lost. Chef Breezy, you're making me wonder who you are more and more. I'm not gonna lie. You should bleach your hair. I have thought about it. No, not a red green mohawk with pink ends. I would never wear anything pink. If I had to wear anything pink, I would be so upset with myself. Breezy is Brian. Okay, if you know Breezy is Brian, then who are you? A tapper fade. That actually is not a bad idea. I still wonder who High Talk Guys is. And Chef Breezy, a tapper fade is definitely not a bad idea. Get dreads. No, I would never wear dreads in my entire life. Anonymous. Mr. Clean Cut. When I have my short hair, I do look pretty clean cut. I'm not gonna lie. Unless you mean Mr. Clean, like the commercials, I'm definitely not going bald. That's one other thing I will never do. Hi, talk guys. I'm gonna find out who you are at some point. Tell them again. I'm not going to be bald. I'm not going to be bald like Mr. Clean. But if it involves my short hair, a buzz cut with a Roblox logo above the right ear. That's actually not a bad idea, except I would do it on both sides so it would equal. Good luck. All right. And, yeah, I probably won't figure out who you are if I want to be honest with myself, but I'm going to give it a try. At some point, I will find out. I got people. That's all I got to say about that one. There's 10 people watching now. If you have not been in the chat, say hi at least to me so I know you're here. No, my sister did that and I made fun of her for at least a week until it grew back. So, no, definitely not doing that. You have people, but I have members. Shave half your beard. Not doing that. Left side only. No. That is a challenge I would not do. Definitely not a challenge I would do. Definitely not doing that. I don't know why you came up with that idea, Ronnie, but I'm definitely not doing that. And now I only have 7 of y'all watching, so obviously people don't like talking about facial hair. So let's go into more of the things of questions. I have one question for all y'all. What would you like my next live stream to be about? No, Ronnie. What would you guys like my next live stream to be about, though? That is one thing. A orange buzz cut will look nice. I'm not gonna lie. But please answer this question. What would you? Okay, so I definitely know who High Talk Guy is now. I'm not gonna say who. Never drinked and drive. Never. And yes, I did announce I was quitting music at one point. Yes, I did. You'll be my guest, Ronnie? All right, shoot, let's do it. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to keep it to myself because there's very few people that would ask me questions concerning to a car crash. You know, only people that would know are people that I didn't tell on Xbox whatsoever. People I didn't tell unless they were at my work. So that pins down quite a bit. And there's only very few people that would ask those questions, or know anything about that in that area of asking questions like this. And I never drink and drive. The cop could actually tell you that, and he could actually give you the drinking alcohol, chemical, whatever they call it, test type thing. They would definitely tell you. But Ronnie, yeah, I would definitely like you to be my guest for either my next one or one after. No, because I know you're working on some music too. So I would definitely hide from your secret admirer. Now I have a secret admirer. Caleb Klein. That's funny. I do have an idea. And the only reason why I have an idea in a general place is because the only few people that I talked about it would be Hayden, Ryan, Ronnie, and Charlie. Charlie and I were in constant communication about that quite a bit. I'm starting to think Z Mad Dog is Malachi for sure. Because he's talking to me about plus size and big things when he's the one that has big stuff. But Anonymous67, hi, welcome. And you're my secret admirer. So I think I know who you are, but I'm going to keep it under wraps on this one. Oof. Why did you say oof? Do you like Lizzo? No, no. I have never heard a Lizzo song in my entire life. I had never heard a Lizzo song. I know she performed, I think, at the Super Bowl once. That's about it. I look like Lizzo. Ouch. That had to hurt. I think I know who you are, Anonymous 67. I am not, she is not Lizzo. She is definitely not Lizzo. Me, I am not Lizzo. No. Is there another question that wants to get asked? How have I been? I've been pretty good. And you said CJ, so can you buy me a plane ticket? No, Squid. And no, not at all. What's your favorite song by Megan Trainor? Okay, I have heard of Megan Trainor. I don't know the song specifically. So I think there's only one song I have on my playlist. Okay, whoever Squidward Patrick is probably definitely knows exactly who I am, which kind of scares the crap out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Because there's only certain people that would use the F word on me like that. Let's see, right? I think I have Megan Trainor song on my list, but I'm not quite sure. Anonymous, I'm going to figure out who you are. I'm going to figure you out. I'm going to look at Anonymous' channel afterwards. I will drink water. I'm going to try to get back into it. The song that I have on my playlist that how often do I shower? I shower every day. No, you ain't. Yeah, you're probably right. I probably won't figure out who you are. But I'm definitely going to look at your channel and see exactly what you do. Oh, by the way, if you haven't followed me already, follow me and tell me you followed me. And then I'll go on my phone and I'll follow you. And the song is Me Too by Megan Trainor, by the way. I always wanted to go out to Utah, so if there's a way I could go out there, yes, I would definitely go there. Your entire school. I'm flattered. I'm very flattered by that. And there's only 3 of you guys now watching, so majority of you guys are out. Okay, so you're definitely somebody I worked with. I wash my clothes every time because I have 5 different uniforms I wear. I wear one every single day that I work, so I wash it once a week. Can I do a concert at your school? Drop name your school, and I will see what I can do. And by the way, I think squid syrup and Squidward Patrick is the same exact same ones. Harper Creek. Okay, Harper Creek. Not too far. I actually used to go to school at Harper Creek for a year. I don't know. That's up to her and me. It's up to us to see what will happen. I did actually, Ronnie. I don't know if you were working any of the times that I did, but I did. I definitely did. I don't know who you are. So I would have to figure out more about you. If you want to drop some personal information of your name and everything, yeah, maybe we can. I still am trying to figure out who Anonymous is. That is one thing I will try to figure out. Okay. Yeah, if you want to form a relationship, Squidward Patrick, we'll see what happens. But if there is no more questions, can you join my band? That is a good question. Depending on what you do. But I would definitely like to see what you can do. I would definitely love to see what you can do. Do you have any more questions? Otherwise, I'm going to sign off for today and we will do another one on Sunday. And next one probably will be a Q&A. All right, okay, they're triangle. You play the triangle. Can I do a rap stream? No. Ronnie, you know how bad that went last time. You know how bad that went. I am not willing to ever do that again. You got a warrant, right? A warrant for what? Do I love Jesus more than women? That's the stupidest question I ever heard. And the answer is yes, I love Jesus more than women. Jesus is my number one go-to guy. He helps me out for a lot of things. He helps save me from my crash. So, yes, that. Oh, yeah, the car crash. I don't know. Officer talked to me. Seems like the case might get dismissed. I crashed into you. Okay, that got a little bit out of target. And no, you didn't crash into me. He's kind of hurt ours. Okay, see, Mad Dog. What I'm trying to gain out of this, I'm not really trying to gain anything out of this, to be honest. I love doing it just because I love doing what I do. Can we have car karaoke together? Currently, I'm looking for a new car, so that's going to be up in the air. Ronnie, you'll probably get famous before me. I'm going to be honest. And if I ever do get famous, I will definitely have to not remember. What I want out of this? I don't work Thursday. And what do I want out of this channel? What I want out of this channel is for people to hear my inspirational words, anything inspirational, answer people's questions, and make sure that everybody knows they're heard. If they're not feeling like they're heard, yeah, I work Friday. If they're not heard, they need to be heard. There's people out there that want to be heard that ain't getting heard. And the live chat is part of that. You want to say something about something? Go ahead. I don't retract it. If you feel strong about something, you want to debate me on something, go ahead. Do it. If you want advice, go ahead. But my main goal is to make sure you guys know that there's always something to live for. There's been a lot of times in my life where I thought negatively. And it was very dangerous too. I still do it once in a while. And I'm going to be honest, when I'm at work, I put on a fake smile. And the reason why I do it is because I know if I'm happy, no and no on those. And the reason why I do it to look like I'm happy is so everybody else will know that there's always going to be positivity. No matter how down I am, I make sure that everybody comes above me. And that's what I love to do. And that's why I do these episodes. I do it so I can talk with people. Not only that, I can talk about subjects that I love. Not only that, there's people here that want to talk about their own thing. And I want to give them the opportunity to do that. That's why I want guests on my podcast, because they want to talk about stuff. And these podcasts have where they have a certain topic tied to them. The reason why this topic was about end times is because I have nobody here to be my guest, or nobody on the phone I could call to be on my guest. Nothing was scheduled or planned. Now, if we get something planned with somebody, like we did in the first episode with Ronnie, he talked about his album, and I kept going back to his album. I wanted to know about the album. I wanted to know about his music. It's making sure they know they are being heard and making sure they know that they are cared for, that they are loved for, and that they have respect and trust and completely by somebody. Like, if you can respect somebody to a limit of time, can you be on my live stream? That is a good question. A question only I could answer if I knew exactly really who you are. But we can try. We can try to do that. I don't see myself as John Cena or Andre the Giant. The reason why I'm saying that, I'm going to figure out who you are, Anonymous. And if you are who I think you are, yeah, we should go see movies sometime. And for you, Squidward Patrick, I don't see myself as John Cena or Andre the Giant. I see myself as a guy just trying to help people out in any way that I can. Caleb the Crash Xbox Live Blues. Live blues. That's funny. That is real funny. That's actually a pretty good name for a song. I'm not gonna lie. All right, what's your other question? Yeah, go ahead. Ask the questions. Why did you break up with me? Hmm. I think every girl that I talk to knows why I broke up with them. There was one girl that I liked that told me that she was getting married, and she blocked me right off. I didn't even know until later, and that kind of hurt. Well, it's not always surrounding Chick-fil-A, Ronnie. It's not always surrounding Chick-fil-A. See, Mad Dog, who are you exactly? To that way I can tell you who. Why did you cheat on me though? Is that really you, Brooklyn? Wait. Brooklyn's the only. You know, Brooklyn. Is that really you, Brooklyn? No, it's just 67 S3Q. Yes, I did cheat on my first girlfriend. Yes. All right. Some of y'all are trying to rage bait me, I think, on this one. Okay, you all got in rage bait mode on that one. You can't donate to me yet, not until YouTube sees fit with a certain amount of subscribers. Okay. Okay. If you know I'm texting somebody right now, and you know who I'm texting, the person is watching. I know you're watching right now, so I would love to say hi. I'm glad you could join the chat, join the live stream, and I love you. I really, really love you. Z Mad Dog, if you're Brooklyn, no, I didn't get rid of your stuff, but I have decided to get rid of it soon, so I'm going to get rid of it. Ah, hello. I'm not going to leave y'all. Why not? I'm not doing a sleep stream. The only reason why I'm not doing a sleep stream is because the only one that I do a sleep stream. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely for sure. Z Mad Dog is definitely in Brooklyn. My question is, how did you find my live stream? And it's been a while since I talked to you. My mom said I would never have a chance to talk to you at all. Wow. Yeah. Yes, I know. A friend told you. Z Mad Dog, who's your friend? Adoptive legal issues. That's why. I'm still trying to wrap my head around Z right now. If she is who I think she is, I'm kind of torn up right now. No, nothing happened with a minor. No, hell no. Nothing happened with a minor Squidward, Patrick. It's because I'm adopted along with other siblings until the youngest sibling turns 18. The court case is still open, so I cannot use my legal name. The only people that know my legal name are the people that definitely know. So, see, Mad Dog, if a friend told you, I would like to know who that friend is, because there's not many people that know from our old work about this live stream anymore. Thanks, Brian. I'm trying. London. How would London? Oh, damn. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. No, 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 no. London. You had no. I can't be serious about what. You all about to find a full blown argument probably here in 5 seconds. London knew about my old account. I don't know how she found out about this one, if she did. And yes, I'm serious. It's a new account. Well, are we going to get into another argument, Z, or not? I'm going to be honest. I don't want to argue with you. But if you got something you want to bring up, you can bring it up. I have nothing to hide. Squidward Patrick. Squidward Patrick, there's only one person that would know about London. Actually, there's a few. I'm not in contact with any of the people anymore. And yes, I gotta address this. I gotta figure out what the fuck, what they want. So Z, why are you trying to hound me down in this way? Like, what's going on? It's been over a year by now. Like, what makes you want to hound me down now? I've gained a ton of weight. If anything, I probably gained like 15 pounds. You got to realize over time, I changed myself. Unfortunately, not for the best sometimes. What's up, G? Yes, my blood pressure has went up. Right now, my stress level is going up because I have a strong feeling I know who Z is. When I'm trying to figure out at the same time what they want. Well, let's make sense of it. Before I met you, before I met Brooklyn, I don't even know if you're London or Brooklyn at this point. But if you're Brooklyn, I changed before I changed after I met you and why I met you. So yeah, it kind of happens that way. There's been good changes in my life, and there's been some bad changes. I don't know. Except Breezy, I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out what. So obviously we have both girls in the party. We have Brooklyn and London both in the party. No, I haven't been drinking. No, I'm not going to be in the new Avengers movie. No, I haven't been drinking. I haven't been sleeping much. My life's been like that. And what does EYO mean? I'll be drinking water. Right now, I'm doing this live stream and I'm trying to confront something. No, I haven't been drinking, Z. If you really think I've been drinking, my eyes could probably look that way. But no, I haven't been drinking. Like I said, I've only crashed two, and yes, I did crash with some other girl in one of my cars. One of the cars. I crashed my car in a rental car. No, I didn't treat Lizzo. No, I didn't cheat on Brooklyn with Lizzo. If anybody from work is here, they know exactly who I chose over Brooklyn. I don't know. It's a court case I'm dealing with right now. I'm not Lizzo. And Z, why would you care about my personal issues right now? Uh, okay, so you are Brooklyn. I understand why you don't forgive me. I never expect you to forgive me. Squidward Patrick, shut up, please. This is serious. Squidward, you don't own me. So, Z, why did you decide to contact me after all this time? And if you wonder, yes, I still have your mom's phone number, by the way. And Squidward, no, you don't own me. Unless you can tell me how you own me, you don't own me. Why I still have your mom's phone number? No, you didn't. I should move on. Good night, Ronnie. Be honest, me and my mom actually had a recent conversation about you. No, I don't have a relation to whoever that is. Not you, Ronnie. Me and my mom haven't talked about you. My mom actually likes you. She thinks you're a nice friend. What'd she say? What do you like to know? You. I'm trying to figure this out. While you're trying to contact me, me and Squidward Patrick, I don't know who the crap you are, and I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I do kind of know what you're talking about. If I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not quite sure, and I don't know. I think I know who you are, but that's a whole nother story. And Z, my question is, why are you guys coming into my life now? It's been a year already, and what me and my mom had to say about you was good, by the way. Me and my mom talked about a very deep thing that involved you. It's the one you made. Yeah, I pretty much assumed you moved on, but I'm still trying to figure out why you're trying to contact me after all this time. Well, why you decided to show up after all this time. Uh, no, I don't know who you are, so no, I'm not going to do that. And I'm glad you moved on, Z. Like that's what I wish. I wish the best for you. I may have not gave it to you, but I wish the best for you. There's been multiple times where I wish I could go back in time. But yes, I have moved on to an extent. No, I don't like Charlie. No, I love my girlfriend dearly. And I'm going to be honest. I thought I would marry you if you are who I think you are. I thought I would marry you. It was a real heavy thought in my head. And my parents, frankly, they wanted me to. But Charlie's a coworker at work. And no, I don't like Charlie Squidward, Patrick. And I don't even know who Squidward Patrick is at this point, so I'm assuming he has nothing to do with UZ. Uh, Is he cool? He's 16, so I guess you could say that. I actually dated one of my coworkers. They're like family to me. Luca Burns. Welcome back. Do you guys? So if Luca Burns, then I'm going to guess that's Marcus. Yes, I did. And frankly, it wasn't her decision. It was mine. She had nothing to do with it. She knew that I was having some issues with you, to be honest. And I felt like our conversations were getting really dry. And overall, basically, what I'm saying is that I still had deep feelings for you around that time. Everything was just going so off wrong that that it was everything just seemed off and not in a good way. And I'm going to be honest that I just couldn't do the 1 day 1 hour thing. Like that was killing me over and over. Like with the girl that I'm talking to now, I can talk to her day and night and she'll respond. She can talk to me day and night and I'll respond. Doing the 1 day 1 hour call was not what I would call. You can probably buy my beanie, but you ain't gonna wax my eyebrows. So overall, it was something that I couldn't keep on doing. And I do apologize for breaking up with you right before our anniversary. That was not right of me. And during the whole thing I did was not right of me. Do I wish I could change it? Yes. If it's you, Charlie, yes, you can buy my beanie. If you are or if you aren't. If you're not Charlie, then yes, you can buy my beanie. So, Z, to be honest, I just don't think that I thought I was going to marry you. I really did. I was all for it. And when you freaking tackled me, I'm going to be honest. On the day of your concert, I was going to break up with you. My mom and my dad were furious at me, which they had the right to. And I hope you're still listening. And I understand that you like me a lot. Luca, don't make me take out this account too. I'm talking about something serious. I know it did. That's yeah, I know it. I know it did. Be honest with you, I thought about it a week before your concert. Because when I found out my coworker had feelings for me, because I knew somebody at work liked me, I knew. Luca, I don't care. Talking about something else, real serious right now. Like I said, I do wish I could go back in time and change everything. But I can't. Do I wish I changed the way that I broke up with you and the way it happened? Yes. I do. I wish I did it in a more mature, grown up way. Fair enough. Like I said, I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you're dating a new guy. And I hope he gives you more than I can. That's all I wish for my exes is that they live the best they can. And that the next guy can do better than I can. Are you a bodybuilder type? I don't know what quite to say to that. I just do whatever I can when I can, if that makes any sense. And my life is pretty much in order. There's just some things I'm dealing with that you didn't even know I was dealing with back then, that I'm still dealing with now. I'm going to be honest. From the moment we met, if there was a way where I could change it where it was more respectful, and I know it seems like she did find someone better. But anyway, if I could change from the moment that we met to now, things would have been way different. And hopefully in a good way. And yes, my girlfriend is in the chat. I know that. Luca, I'm talking about something serious. If you want, you can leave. I'm not really that worried about some questions at this point. Right now, it's something serious. But I know my girlfriend is in the chat right now. You probably can't see her chat. You don't know exactly who she is. I'm not talking to you. I obviously know that. I'm glad you're dating a guy named Chris. I hope he treats you a lot better. Hi, Twisted Vanilla. I'm doing okay. Nice to meet you. You kind of got into a, you kind of entered into a heated moment. I'm going to be honest. You got hit into a heated moment. Um, I'm not calling you my girlfriend. My actual current girlfriend is in the chat, and if she is hearing me, if she's still in the chat, can you please say hi or something? I did not call you my girlfriend. Twisted Vanilla, you entered an area where my ex that I have not talked to for over a year got into this chat. So that's what's going on. I had no idea what just happened to my YouTube studio. Yeah. But I have no idea who that is. I understand why you're still sad. I do. Okay, G. I don't know what you're sorry about. Am I going to say something or what? About what? Yes, I know I cheated on you. If I could change the past, I would. There would have been a. What's clicking in the background? I think that's somebody's car. It's either the car or my furnace. It's somebody's car. Yeah, it's definitely somebody's car. It's an interesting click. But Z, if I could change the past in a way, I could. In the way that I want to, where things would have been different and possibly the relationship could have possibly lasted longer, it probably could if we done it right. But everything I did and the way I convinced you to do things was wrong. And Sonia knew that. So, yeah, there's things that I wish I could do. What do you mean you try to do everything right and turn you down? I get it. Everything I told you to do, you did. I still remember a lot of things. Some that I would not care. Some I'm definitely. Thank you. I said, hold on. Probably can. Squid syrup. I don't know. And as far as you go, Z, I don't do anything like that. Squid syrup. You can probably buy my beanie. Depends how much you willing to pay. No. The answer is no. And if you truly are Brooklyn, then you know what happened in the workout room and you know exactly how many times you went around the gym, went up to the hotel, and went back. You know exactly what I was doing the moment you came in and was about to turn around. You know exactly what I was going to say. You know exactly what I did say, actually. Yes, I still remember those moments clearly. I also remember what happened to your sister with the letter and everything. And I also remember exactly what your route was that once you seen everything happen, you broke down and you ran away. I know exactly what your route was because I saw you the whole entire time. I know exactly who you went to. I know exactly where you went. So if you exactly are who you are, and you're exactly Brooklyn, you will definitely tell the route that you took from the obstacle course to where you were at. And I didn't still. Hello. Yes, I still helped you. I had a freaking what's her name? Aaliyah freaking typed on Slack because you didn't have a phone saying asking where you were at. And I'm like, I already know where she's at. I'll come get her wherever you need to get her. And then they told me where I needed to get you. Thank you. And tell me where I need to get you. And so yeah. No, I'm not playing Spider-Man. So yeah, I definitely know exactly what happened that day to a T. I still have flashbacks about it. I also know that I was having a panic attack. And thank goodness for Layla and all of them. And I remember exactly what you said the moment I got back. And I know how you helped me with the flashbacks too. And I know how upsetting it was. I did do something. I helped you get back up there. Except Lana wanted to talk to you, so I let her talk to you, despite what was telling me, hey, you need to grab her and you need to help her get back up there. Yeah. Do you not remember she was on lifeguard duty that day? Yes, if you remember, I. Okay. The point was, I walked you back up there. And believe it or not, you and me would have been walking together if the girls didn't take you farther and helped you out. If I remember right, your words was, I wish I could stay back there with you. Because you knew I wasn't doing well. Because I looked like I was drunk. Yeah, but I didn't what? There's no special guest on this one. I couldn't find one. I always looked like I was drunk. Well, excuse me for not having much sleep the whole entire time for those 2 months. Look, I appreciate what you were doing. I really do, and I still do. What do you mean I never helped you out? Did I care? Yes, I cared. Just because I had to follow the rules the camp had, even though I didn't really follow them anyway, because I couldn't do it anymore. That's why. I couldn't do it anymore. It was killing me. Why not? Because it was killing me that I only could talk to you 1 hour a day, 1 hour on one day a week. That was killing me. I get it, you at school and everything, but there had to be like this is completely crazy that this is going the way it is because I literally thought I'd never hear from you. Why didn't I get my license and drive out to see me? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because my mom didn't really trust me after everything that happened at camp. They were so ticked off at you and me, for that matter, more of you than me, and I barely was able to drive. I did a load today, and I did a load yesterday. I should have got my. Okay, how do you expect me to get my license if didn't drive once in my entire lifetime before camp? And you really don't think my parents did not keep me cooped up afterwards? Do you really think I wanted to be long distance from you? Do you really think I wanted to be long distance from you? I made it seem. Okay, so if we want to reverse this, why didn't you plead for your mom to have more time on the phone? Why didn't you plead to probably not be stupid sometimes and get it where on a Sunday we couldn't? You're not answering my question. I didn't call you stupid. Called your decisions stupid because your mom told me when you were grounded. Did you know how much that hurt? And I didn't get to talk to my girlfriend that hour. Do you think the decisions at camp we made were not stupid? Yes, no special guest. But it looks like we might have a special guest for the chat anyway, so yes, that's the way it's going to work right now. Your decisions were stupid. The decisions we made, you know, your mom would have not let me do that on any day besides Sunday. If you didn't care, then why didn't you talk to your mom more about wanting to talk to me longer and actually getting something done with it? Then why didn't you? If you wanted to, you would have talked to your mom and you would have figured something out. You can ask them, but I can't promise you I'll answer them right away. Then why didn't you tell me that day when your mom went back into the building when it was just you, me, and Freya? No, that's actually understandable. That's understandable. You're right. I could have. But the reason why I didn't is because I wasn't ready to drive. It wasn't that I didn't want to see you. It was because I wasn't ready to drive. No. Do I become friends with men fast? Yeah. But they're like brothers. Take Jacob, for instance. We literally met for like 1 hour, and the next thing we knew, we were acting like we were brothers. As a matter of fact, I still talk to him to this day. All right. Well, I gotta go to bed because I gotta work tomorrow. And flash your lights. What? Anyway, I'm gonna sign off here, and I'll talk to you guys next Sunday. Yes, I like pizza. Why would I come outside? I like meat lovers pizza. Did I move on? Yes. Does my parents still think I'm an idiot? Yeah. Um, yeah, it's called stress eating. It's what I do. Well, I'm gonna sign off here. I'm gonna go to bed. Fixing a relationship is a two-way street, not just one. What do you mean I didn't let you? Good night, Twisted Vanilla. But I'm gonna sign off unless Z has anything else to say. All right. Well, I'm gonna sign off here. Well, I'm gonna sign off here, guys. I'll see you next Sunday.